So there's low down, dirty people, and then there's the media that's below that. Check this out.
The Trump campaign is facing backlash for an apparent altercation at Arlington National Cemetery between the Trump team and cemetery staff. The former president was at Arlington on Monday to mark the third anniversary of the Abbey Gate bombing when 13 U.S. service members died in Kabul, Afghanistan. According to NPR, while there, Trump campaign staff verbally abused and pushed a cemetery official when the official tried to prevent the Trump campaign from filming in Section 60, which is a section of the cemetery reserved for those recently killed in America's wars abroad. Arlington National Cemetery confirmed the incident, telling CNN, quote, "Federal law prohibits political campaign or election-related activities within Army, national military cemeteries to include photographers, content creators, or any other persons attending for purposes or in direct support of a partisan political candidate's campaign." The Trump campaign says an unnamed individual did block members of Trump's team, but denies a physical altercation occurred, and they claim to have video to back up their account. However, they have not released that video.
And right there is no low level the media will not stoop to. These people should be ashamed of themselves. This is the third year anniversary of this awful tragedy in Kabul, in the airport that we all remember. And the media doesn't talk about it, where these 13 great soldiers were killed due to a bombing, and a whole bunch, I believe it's like 37, I don't want to get the number wrong, completely just mangled, where they were missing legs, arm, part of their face, just terrible, as well as I believe 100 plus Afghans that were killed. So the media doesn't discuss this anymore. And what do they do to try to turn it into some BS scandal? Now, mind you, here's the letter that these great families, these Gold Star families, put up for Trump, thanking him for coming. I don't see, where's Joe? Where's the great Kamala? Or what about Tim Walz? Where's he at? So he can talk about taking on grenades and shells. And why isn't he going to talk about his adventures on the battlefield? No, they're not going to talk about none of that. The family invited, Trump didn't just show up. They invited him. They gave him permission. Of course you can have somebody there taking video and photos. There's a lot of memories, this thing, the families wanted him there. So he goes, just like I said, Joe, Kamala, they can't be bothered to go. Joe's too busy checking his watch. I believe it was 3 times while coffins were brought out from this gigantic cargo ship, flag draped coffins. He's checking his watch over 3 times. Did you hear the media talk about that at all? No, that's not disrespectful though. How much lower can you get than that? But they'll pay attention to this sucker and losers hoax where you had multiple people saying it didn't happen, but we're going to take the one person's word. So 26 people are lying, but this one guy's telling the truth. That's how the system works out, right? But anyways, back to this. So he's invited, he goes there, just a beautiful moment. They're hanging the wreath, all of this stuff, all of these people that were injured. Just a very sad moment, but also a moment that the family wanted to share with him. And then what do they turn it into? Oh, there was a photographer trying to go and there was an altercation. There was no altercation. Just try to picture this. There's an altercation. They're pushing and fighting right there in Arlington. That's what's happening at this cemetery. That's what the media wants you to believe. That fists are being thrown and all this hot garbage. Just wait till the video's released and you're going to see exactly what it is. Just like all the other stuff they make up. But the family gave him permission. They said he could, and he made a very beautiful tribute. I believe he put it on all social media and all that, just being there with the families. Mind you, nobody else showed up. Where's Obama? Where's Bush? Where's anybody else? Where's any of these individuals that are so great that the media praises so much? Where's your Taylor Swifts and your Beyoncés? Were they there? Because the media seems to love them so much. So he goes and they're doing all of this, and then there's a picture with him standing with the the family, and what do they have to get them on? Oh, what kind of person will put a thumbs up? Look at the family. They all seem to be in a great mood. This is all about them. This is a recovery process, them trying to feel whole again. You can see multiple smiles. This individual here may be a sister in honor, something like that, throwing up like some horn symbol, something like that that relates to the individual. Just an awful situation. The family coming together, happy that President Trump is there with them. They have smiles and all that, and they just want to focus on the negative and turn it into something else. And then listen to this clown on CNN.
Well, I think it's totally inappropriate that Donald Trump has used that part of Arlington Cemetery that way for a partisan political purpose. But it's deeper than that. First of all, we know that in private, he doesn't respect service. He doesn't respect sacrifice. He's never done it for anybody. And so this was a stunt.
Oh, I get it now. In private, he doesn't respect service. So he's just showing up and it's just a big facade. It's just a big scam. He's just there just for publicity. That's the only, he doesn't care about the fact. That's what they want you to believe. If that's the case, where is Joe? Where is Kamala? Where is Tim? Where are any of them if that's the case? If that's the case and it's just a ploy and a stunt, how come they're not coming out the goodness of their hearts? Because they do not care. And this is what the media wants to try. I feel incredibly sorry for the Gold Star families that just wanted President Trump there to have a great moment. They're there. I'm sure they had great stories and they're talking back and forth. I'm sure they had great moments, especially judging by that picture, them trying to heal. And here comes the corrupt garbage media to try to turn it into something else, and you got some fraud up there like that. Oh, it's just a scam. These people should be ashamed of themselves. This should be a moment for the families, and they all could have been there. Like I said before, from Obama all on to Biden, all of them, they all should have been there, giving thanks, gratitude for these young men and women that have sacrificed their lives for this country. But they want to keep pumping up this BS narrative. Trump doesn't like the military. He's just doing this just out in the public. But in private, he really feels this way. These people should be ashamed of, but there is no level they will not stoop to. And this just shows you right here. And if this is all BS, right? And I'm just making all this up and all this stuff and the media is 100% correct. Why don't they call some of the Gold Star families or invite them on to have them talk on CNN and to see how they really feel, because they cannot stand Kamala or Joe whatsoever. That's why you never hear from them. They had their whole hearing and all that where they poured their hearts out about how this whole situation could have been completely avoided. Why not call the Gold Star? Aren't they the barometer? Aren't they the measuring sticks? If the military, he can't stand them, they can't stand him. Why do the Gold Star families love him? Because he's just such a great actor in front of them. So they love Trump, but they can't stand Joe. But Joe is just so much more for the military. The media is sick, and it's all by design, and it is getting worse every single day.